I'm Bode Matson. I'm the advisor for this group of kids, the Sturgis Rodeo Club, and we were the regional champion at Sturgis as well as the regional champion at Wall. And the kids had a really good state finals and were the state champions this year as a team. We also qualified 13 for the state rodeo, 5 for the national high school rodeo, and had 5 state champions. Had a great year. We have some real young kids in the club that I think our program is going to be strong for a lot of years. Landry Hogan, I want to talk a little bit about her. She was probably one of our strongest team members. Landry just completed her freshman year at Sturgis Brown, and she won both all-arounds at both Wall and Sturgis, won many of the event titles as well. Landry competes in every event that the girls offer. And at state, she just did a fantastic job. Landry was the state champion in the cutting as well as in the barrel racing. So she'll be representing South Dakota in 2 events at nationals. And Landry also got many points in her other events and came real close to qualifying in several of her other events. She also was the rookie cowgirl for the state, and she was a reserve all-around titleist, and she's definitely one that we're going to be looking for in the next 3 years to do real big things for Sturgis, as she already has done.
Level in several events. Here we go. This is Landry Hogan. And we set up. How about a 6 and 7? Right in. Go on. Get him up in there. All the way up into 3rd. All the way. Come on, look up. And around we go. 16 and 3-3-8. 16 and 3.
Logan Lemmel. Logan is a junior. He'll be a senior next year. And Logan had a real good season this year. He was the steer wrestling champion at Wall. He placed real high at Sturgis. Logan ended up the reserve titleist for the state, ended up 2nd. He led all the way up until the last round at state and still made a good run and ended up 2nd for the year. And so he'll be representing South Dakota at the high school finals in Guthrie and has 1 more year as well, and look forward to him doing real big things.
Just like that, Sturgis. First in them 2 rounds. Now we're in the short round level. Texas.
Hi, I'm Clint Donaldson. I'm from Sturgis, South Dakota. First off, I started out in Wall. Ended up 2nd out there in the average. Then we went down here to Sturgis Regionals, and me and Malcolm Heathershaw ended up splitting the win down there. And then down in state, I ended up winning the first go. Got on a good horse of Chancey Wilson's. Second go, I think I ended up like 5th place or something like that. And then in the short go, I got another horse of Chancey's. He was a really good, sweet little hopper. Ended up splitting the win with Talon Elsher, and then I guess ended up winning state down there, so it worked out pretty good.
Excuse me, in Sturgis.
Come on, Clint. Come on, Clint. Yeah.
That's a pretty ball crowd. Thank you to Muddy Creek Rodeo. Great ride, great horse.
My name is Reagan Berlin. I do barrels, pulls, and breakaway. And during the practice rodeos, my good pull horse got hurt, so I had to jump on my little sister's horse. And I ended up in barrels. I placed 4th both days in Wall, and I just had solid runs all the way through in my pole bending, and I caught my calves in Wall. And then at state, I placed in breakaway, I placed 3rd the first go around, and in barrels, I placed 4th the first go around, and yeah, that's it.
Hi, my name is Bode Matson. I'm from Sturgis. The regionals, they were kind of up and down for me. The team roping went really good. We won wall regionals, and then we were second or third at Sturgis regionals. And we ended up placing not very high in the first round, and then third in the second round. Won the short go, and we ended up winning the state. And then in the calf roping, it was kind of a rough go. Didn't do any good at the first regional rodeo. In the second one, I got qualified and had a little bad luck on the last calf and placed in the first round at state and missed the second one. So it wasn't very good in the calf roping, but the rein cow horse, I won I think 3 out of the 4 rounds and was 5th or 6th in the other round and placed in a round at state and made the short go but didn't make nationals. And in the cutting, I was 2nd in 3 rounds and 1st in a round. I was 1st at wall in the average and 1st at Sturgis in the average. And I was 2nd in the first round at state and split the second round, I think, and 2nd in the short go and won the state. And in the bulldogging, I was 5th or 6th in the first round at wall and no good on my second one, and 5th or 6th at my first round at Sturgis, and no good at state.
I'm Talon Elsher, and I'm from Sturgis, South Dakota. I ride saddle bronc and I steer wrestle. Wall regionals went pretty good. I won first the first round. I tied first with Clint Donaldson the second round. Ended up winning the average in bronc riding. And then steer wrestling didn't go so good at wall, but Sturgis went pretty decent. Got 2nd the first day in steer wrestling, second day in steer wrestling, and ended up 4th both days in the bronc riding. So went pretty good. I couldn't complain. Got qualified for state in both events, and state had a rough round the first go in the bronc riding and fell off, and then second round I ended up 2nd in the steer wrestling, and then second round I ended up 3rd in the bronc riding and 2nd again in the steer wrestling. Short round I won the short round in the bronc riding with Clint Donaldson. I tied with him, and then ended up 2nd in the short round in the steer wrestling as well, and won the average in the steer wrestling, and ended up 3rd and 4th split in steer wrestling the state, and then ended up 2nd in bronc riding reserve, so with Clint winning it. So had a pretty good state and good regional, so it's been a good year.
My name's Kara Brown. For regionals for Sturgis and Wall, I did barrels, goats, and breakaway. I placed in goats, so I got to go to state, and I got my 2 best personal times at state in goats, so that was pretty good. My goal was to get to the short round, but I didn't make it. I was a little out. So, I mean, our team did really good though, so I helped a little bit. So, yeah.
Dakota, Miles Clements and Dylan Block, you're on deck. Jenna Fulton and Laney Stevens, you are 3 away. Havlick and Sandlin, McGregor and Starr, Lockhart and Thompson.
I'm Jackson Ford. I did steer wrestling and saddle bronc this year, and I didn't make it to state in saddle bronc, but I missed my first 2 at wall for steer wrestling, and then I caught my 2 at Sturgis and got a total of, I think, 11 points. And then at state, I caught both of them, and I got 10th and 14th in the go round, so I didn't make the short go, but I placed 18th overall.
National anthem singers, great job.
Go, 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 go. Come on, G. Yeah, get it. Hold on, Bud. Come on, G. Yeah. Woo.
That works.
Hi, my name is Thane Elsher, and I am in saddle bronc and bull riding, and regionals went pretty good. At Sturgis, I got 1st overall in the bull riding. I didn't do any good in the broncs, but at state, I got 2 out of 3 covered in the broncs and bulls, and I placed 2nd overall in the bulls, and went pretty good.
Thane Elsher, go time.
My name's Traylon Martin. I competed in rein cow horse, calf roping, and bronc riding. During regionals, I pulled enough points in calf roping after all my broken barriers just to make state. Ended up coming out of regionals third in cow horse, so that wasn't bad. Got on some good started horses, got qualified first day, bucked off second day of wall, then had the same luck on what's his name, Louis Brunson's horses at Sturgis. State was pretty good. One spot out of a short go in cow horse. Didn't pull any luck out of calf roping. First performance of Bronx, I got on a good Bud long break horse, but he stopped bucking at the end, got a re-ride. Got on a Sam Stoddard horse and ended up second. Then the next performance, I got another Bud long break horse. He didn't do much either, got a re-ride. And then on that re-ride, I got on a Jesse Wilson horse and tied with Talon Elshier. Short go, I got a really ranked one and bucked off and ended up 6th overall, so it wasn't terrible.
Thanks for being there.
So I'm Sidney Peterson. I was in barrels, poles, breakaway, team roping, ring cow horse, and cutting at regionals. I ended up making it in everything at the Wall Regional Rodeo. I ended up about 4th or 5th in the cutting and the average. And then next week in Sturgis, I ended up around 6th or 7th in the average again in cutting and won the average in the ring cow horse. And then when I got to state, I made it back in the short round in the cutting and made it 6th to go to nationals. So that was not too great, and then in everything else I just did pretty average.
We got CC Rodeo here at Chauncey, Mission, South Dakota, long break rodeo, button, beat long break, Dupree.
Woo! Now, down to that first pole. Run.
I'm Ken Grant, and this year I did all right at regionals and stuff. I dislocated my elbow early on in the year, so I was a little slow behind getting to it, and I came into state with 15 points. And I was then at state I got second in the second go around, and that put me to be 5th and going in the short round. But didn't ride my short round bull, so I sadly missed out. But you know, it's a lot more rodeo in front of me.
We started into the simulation, bucking, shoot.
In the first round, let's help her out. Keep it clean.
Fox and Gilbert, no time as we go to our final team. Jamie Peterson, Landry Hogan, Belfish, and Sturgis, South Dakota.
Go, City, go!
782, 882, 993.
Look at this, 16 and 3, 3, 4.
Todd Palmer, Sturgis Brown High School Activities Director, and just wanted to take a few moments to congratulate our rodeo team on their state championship this year. It was an incredible run for the high school team this year. They won both of the regionals competitions that they entered in, and I believe we have 4 or 5 different individuals who have qualified for the national competition. Just as a testament to the amount of time that they put in to be successful in their program, and just their dedication. We have 2 or 3 young gentlemen who have signed letters of intent to go rodeo at the next level, at the collegiate level, and we're super proud of them, and we wish all of those individuals who are heading to nationals here in a couple of weeks down in Oklahoma the best of luck. You've made Scooper State truly proud, and appreciate the state championship and we'll get a banner hung in West Gym so that everybody will always remember the 2020 Sturgis High School Rodeo team and their state championship.
We're with Jay Matson, the advisor for the Sturgis High School Rodeo team. And Jay, my goodness, congratulations, won the state championship.
Thank you. It was a great group of kids, and they did well from the very first rodeo. They won the regional rodeo at Wall. They also won the regional rodeo at Sturgis and won the state title both in the team title for all the events, and then the Buster Berry Award, which is the traditional events, which is all the events other than the cutting and the rein cow horse. So the kids just did an awesome job. We had 13 that qualified for the state rodeo, and 5 of them went on to qualify for nationals.
Boy, winning those 2 regionals must have given them a lot of confidence going into state.
It did, and just a great group of kids, and I really foresee the rodeo club in Sturgis being a force for a lot of years. There's just a lot of young kids that stepped up. We had 2 different freshmen that qualified for nationals, and Landry Hogan won 2 of the state titles as a freshman. So a good group, and should be a tough group of kids for a lot of years.
Yeah. Congratulations.
Thank you.